Hello dear students, this video is for class 6th subject science. In this video, we will discuss our chapter number 5, that is separation of substances. See dear students, we will cover some of the topics from this chapter, like we will discuss about mixture, types of mixture, then we will discuss about need for separation of substances in a mixture, then we will learn about method of separation. Finally, we will study about separation of solid substances from a mixture. So let us discuss each topic one by one. Firstly, let us understand what a mixture is. See, mixture is a substance that contains two or more pure substances mixed together in varying proportion. See, the substances which are mixed to form a mixture are called constituents or components. For example, you see most of the things like air, seawater, soil, rock, milk and paint. They all are the examples of mixtures. See, seawater is a mixture of salts dissolved in water. Dear students, a mixture can be of two types. First one is homogeneous mixture and second one is heterogeneous mixture. Let us discuss each type of mixtures one by one. Firstly, let us see about homogeneous mixture. See, it is a mixture in which the constituents are uniformly distributed and each part of the mixture has the same properties. For example, salt dissolves in water to form a homogeneous mixture. Some other examples of homogeneous mixtures are sugar and water solution. Air, which is a mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, it is also an example of homogeneous mixture. Now you can also see some of the examples like tea, fruit juice, medicines, honey, blood, milk. They all comes under the category of homogeneous mixture. Now come to heterogeneous mixture. It is a mixture in which the constituents do not get mixed uniformly and each part of the mixture has different properties. For example, sand and sawdust form a heterogeneous mixture. Each part of the mixture has different properties. Some other examples of heterogeneous mixtures are water and oil, chalk in water, pond water, soil, etc. See, the substances or components we can say present in the mixture do not lose their identity. These components can usually be separated by simple physical method. For example, common salt that is used in our kitchen is prepared from seawater by separating salt from water. So this is all about homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Now let us see what is the need for separation of substances in a mixture. See dear students, there are some points because of which there is a need for separation of substances. Like firstly, in order to remove the harmful substance, we need to separate the substances. Secondly, to obtain the useful components, we need to separate the substances. And thirdly, to remove undesirable substances, we need to separate substances. Firstly, let us take an example to understand how to remove harmful substances. Suppose when you buy wheat, rice and pulses from the market, these food grains usually contain small pieces of stones. So these pieces of stones are harmful for us, so we separate them. Secondly, to obtain the useful components, like you can take the example of crude petroleum. It is a mixture of various components such as petrol, diesel, kerosene and petroleum gas. We separate the components of petroleum to obtain these useful components. And thirdly, to remove undesirable substances. You might have seen your mother preparing tea by adding tea leaves, sugar and milk in the boiling water. After the tea is prepared, she separates the tea leaves from tea by using a tea strainer. Why does she do this? This is done because the used tea leaves have become an undesirable component. So we separate the components of a mixture to remove undesirable substances. Now we will learn about methods of separation. Firstly, we will see separation of solid substances from a mixture. See dear students, there are some methods by using which we can separate solid substances from a mixture. Firstly, let us discuss about hand picking. See, hand picking simply means to take out by hand. It is the process used to separate slightly larger particles from a mixture by hand. For example, stone pieces can be separated from wheat or rice by the hand picking. See, this method is convenient for separation only when the size, shape or color of the unwanted substance is different from that of useful one. Secondly, when the quantity of the mixture is small, and thirdly, when the unwanted substance is present in the small quantities, then only this method is beneficial for us. Now let us discuss the second method of separation. Second method is threshing. See, it is the process of separating grains from the stalk by beating them on the ground or by a machine, that is called the threshing. See, dear students, threshing can be done by two ways. Firstly, manual threshing, and secondly by using the machines. See, in manual threshing what happens? The farmer holds a pile of crops in his hand and hits it on a rock or any hard surface. During this process, the grains separate from the stalk. And second is by using the thresher. See, threshing can also be done by a machine, and this machine is called the thresher. This machine is used for threshing large quantities of the grains. Now let us discuss the third method. The third method is winnowing, and the winnowing is the separation of heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or blowing air. This is called the winnowing. This method of winnowing is based on the property that grains are heavier than the husk. Now let us discuss about the next method. Next method is sieving. The method of separating the components of a mixture that are of different sizes by using a sieve is called the sieving. This method is used in some homes to separate wheat bran from the flour. You may have also noticed similar larger sieves being used at building construction sites to separate pebbles and stones from the sand. So these are some of the methods of separation of solid substances from a mixture. Rest of the things from this chapter we will discuss in our next video. Please do proper revision, and if still you are having any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.